Blessed is the Lord God nation.
Kenya is located in eastern Africa, bordering the Indian Ocean between Somalia and Tanzania, with a total area of land of about 569,140 square kilometers. About 48% of the land is used for agriculture, with only 10% of it being arable. Each color on the Kenyan flag symbolizes a unique aspect of Kenya and the history of the country. Black symbolizes the majority of the population. Red symbolizes the bloodshed and the struggle for freedom. Green stands for the natural wealth, and white for the peace. The shield and crossed spears symbolize the defense of freedom. The Kenyan highlands comprise of one of the most successful agricultural production regions in Africa. Glaciers are found on Mount Kenya, Africa's second highest peak. Unique geography supports abundant and varied wildlife of scientific and economic value. Kenya has grown from 2.9 million to almost 40 million people within a century. Currently, they have a population of about 46.05 million. For every square kilometer of land, there is an average of 79.2 people. The total dependency ratio in Kenya currently is 80.9, whereas the median age is 19.5 years old. Infant mortality rate is 38.3 deaths per 1,000 live births. The maternal mortality rate is 510 deaths per 100,000 live births. The life expectancy at birth currently is 64 years old. The total fertility rate is about 3.14 children born for every woman. The capital and largest city in Kenya is Nairobi. Nairobi is the second largest city in the African Great Lakes area, with 3.5 million residents. Mombasa is the second largest city in Kenya, with 1.104 million residents. About 25.6% of the total population in Kenya reside in urban areas. The rate of urbanization increases about 4.34% annually. The slum Kibera is located on the outskirts of Nairobi. It houses approximately 250,000 of the 2.5 million slum dwellers in the city. Most people in Kibera live on less than $1 per day and are infected with HIV. There's a shortage of clean water and education. Rape and assault cases are common. Kenya is a multi-ethnic state. Kenya's ethnic groups can be divided into three broad linguistic groups: Bantu, Nilotic, and Kushite. While no ethnic group constitutes a majority of Kenya's citizens, the largest ethnic group, the Kikuyu, makes up only 20% of the nation's total population. The five largest tribes are the Kikuyu, Luo, Luhya, Kamba, and Kalenjin. They account for 70% of the population. 97.58% of Kenya's citizens are affiliated with its 32 major indigenous tribes. Of these, the Kikuyu, who are most actively involved in the independence and Mau Mau movements, are disproportionately represented in public life, government, business, and the professions. The Luo people are mainly traders and artisans. The Kamba are well represented in defense and law enforcement. The Kalenjin are mainly farmers. While a recognized asset, Kenya's ethnic diversity has also led to disputes. Due to the influence of Christian missionaries in the country in the 19th century, most Kenyans are Christians. Christian missionaries continue to maintain a presence in Kenya today and offer aid to the country with educational, religious, and medical facilities. Islam has the second largest number of followers in the countries, with both Sunni and Shia Muslims. There are 68 individual languages in Kenya. The principal languages are Swahili and English. The literacy rate is 78%. An average growth rate of 5.9% over the past 7 years, Kenya has stood out as one of the best performing economies in the region. Kenyans have, however, questioned the country's economic growth as benefiting only a small portion of the economy, while the rest remains stagnant. Despite Kenya's advances in free primary and secondary education, inclusive growth is held back by unemployment that has remained at 40%.